When Stone Cold Steve Austin walked away from WWE, shockwaves vibrated the foundation of the company.
7 months ago, I told my boss, Vince McMahon, to take this job and shove it. But Stone Cold Steve Austin got tired of sitting on his ass at the house, and everybody said, Austin can take his ball and go home.
But when the Rattlesnake finally returned, he didn't come alone.
Bring a ball with me. I brought a big fat can of whoop ass. I can guarantee you that I am going to raise more hell than I've ever raised in my life.
Before the Bionic Redneck could reclaim his superiority, another superstar was out to challenge his legacy.
Austin, do you remember the last 2 times you went one-on-one with the great one? I whipped your ass not once, but twice. The Rock has done it all in this business.
The incomparable People's Champion. He's a leading man in Hollywood. Right.
The one thing that The Rock has not done is whoop that bald candy ass at WrestleMania.
The stage was set for the greatest rivalry in WWE history to enter Act 3.
It's like a cancer in the soul of The Rock. He has never beaten Stone Cold at a WrestleMania. It'll be The Rock. It'll be Austin one-on-one at WrestleMania. For the 3rd time at WrestleMania, it's The Rock versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. If history is any indication, we are in for one hell of a fight.
The Rock just came back to the WWE after a 6-month absence. And it was a huge insult to The Rock with Stone Cold Steve Austin being named Superstar of the Decade by the WWE fans.
Stone Cold was right in the middle of showing his appreciation to the fans when The Rock interrupted him and challenged him to this match here tonight.
Austin has had The Rock's number at WrestleMania, and The Rock will move heaven and earth to erase that fact.
What an eyebrow-raising performance being put on here by The Rock. No, massive damage done there. And his attack. These two have battled for the better part of 8 years. Austin hosts 2 WrestleMania main event victories over The Rock. Will Austin make it 3-0 tonight?
Oh, The Rock will do anything, I mean anything, to make sure he comes out on top tonight.
This is one of the great rivalries that in my 30 years in the business, I've had the privilege to witness.
I don't think The Rock can look back on his career with a clear conscience if he can't beat Stone Cold Steve Austin tonight. I really don't.
The eyebrow raise of The Rock looking to end it. The Rock just measuring him here. Looking for the rock bottom and the pinfall. Austin's body has got to be wrapped in pain. But inside that ring, he'll never quit on you, folks. Stone Cold has never quit on any of us in his entire life.
Yeah, but this is WrestleMania, and The Rock is determined to beat Stone Cold at WrestleMania. Stone Cold may have to quit tonight. This may be the start.
The words "I quit" do not exist in Stone Cold Steve Austin's vocabulary. They didn't at WrestleMania 13 against Bret the Hitman Hart. And I can't see it happening here tonight.
Well, by the end of tonight, we'll know for sure, JR.
Rinse and repeat. There it is again. Austin returned to WWE, the Rattlesnake promised to raise more hell than ever before. But this match can't be good. Looks like he's trying for a pin. Somehow, Stone Cold is invincible. This is just unreal.
Oh, wait, nice reversal.
An enormous back body drop. And there's a reversal. Not just one kick there, but a combination of blows. Seen that one before. Rinse and repeat. There it is again. This could be it. This could be it. Just kicks out at two. Almost a look of disbelief in the eyes of Stone Cold's opponent. He just nailed him with that kick slam. Nice suplex. Turns it around on him, and what a move. No, not again.
Man, DDT'd right on his face. Do you think the Rattlesnake is jealous of the fact that The Rock's a movie star?
Stone Cold Steve Austin is a wrestler. That's what Austin's wanted to be all his life, and that's what he is. Steve Austin is a wrestler, as intense as any wrestler I've ever seen. I certainly applaud The Rock at being multifaceted, being a star in Hollywood. The Rock wins.
Here is your winner, The Rock.
Seeing is believing, and we all saw it. We saw The Rock do what you thought couldn't be done, JR. Admit it. These 54,000 people thought it couldn't be done. They turned their backs on The Rock, and they thought he'd sold out. But The Rock finally beat the Rattlesnake at WrestleMania.